Where did you get the spork from?
Google?
You just Googled spork and you just shrunk it down?
Nope. I googled spork and then set it to transparent for the color.
Well, I mean, I left that out because that's an obvious step.
But then I just saved it and uploaded it.
Huh.
I didn't shrink it down. It didn't need to be. It was a fine size that it didn't yell at me for being too big.
Get off the stage.
Alright, if we're all here and able to... Well, I say, if we're all here presently, we will start. Someone can just puppeteer the cat.
I mean, the cat's probably unconscious anyway, so...
We stuff him in the work to join us later. Luke Skywalker his ass to safety.
Is everyone actually, like, here? I understand they're all in the chat, but is everybody...
Yep.
Is everybody alive?
Mm-hmm.
Ready to get...
Okay, alright. Good. Okay, so... Last session recap, you demolished some gobbies. You beat a wonderful encounter. Good job to you. Most of that was from the fact that the druid, the druid, the hectic violence warmonger he is, made everyone have really hurty stones to just peg at the goblins.
The rocket rocks.
The rocket rocks. That's yeah. Yeah, they're like pop rocks, but they go bang when they hit you.
And they leave a big hole.
And they leave a big hole. And for some reason they're wise.
Yeah, the rocks are very wise. They go through a 3-course education in college and common sense.
Yes, they know who to explode.
And that pretty much was the session. Was you guys further planning out your escape and then escaping.
I need to rename the attack roll for Magic Stone now. Rocket rock.
That's actually a great name. I love coming up with nicknames for things in my D&D game and then just calling them that. We had a dwarf who constantly used enlarge reduce, and every time he hit someone, the enlarge damage he just wrote as embiggen damage because he was embiggened. Alright. And then, yeah, you guys ran to No Dorm, or at least you were going to run to No Dorm, like mid-run, before it'll cut to black. And so now you're in the midst of running to No Dorm.
I'll take everyone's word on that, because right now I can't see anything. So.
There we go.
Can you not see anything?
Black
what?
screen.
Why can... What?
Because we pushed it into darkness when I had to puppeteer him, so I saw for him.
Alright, I take a message. I took a family reunion. I'm out of the game. Got it.
Let's see here. How do I... Why? You have sight. What is the... What? Why does this always happen?
Maybe it's that he doesn't have dark vision and you consider it like dark around us.
No, he's a gnome. Gnomes have dark vision.
I know, I was maybe you didn't give him dark vision.
No, I've got 60 feet.
Even then, I just see my token. I don't see my token.
Has sight. Why is this...
You try reloading the page.
Alright, no, you know what? No. You got it now?
Yep, there we go.
Okay. I think what occurred is... I have no clue. But I am just gonna reload your token to the character sheet. See if that fixes it. I just dragged and dropped it again. So you're on your way to No Dorm. So good on you, buddies.
Am I still 3 levels of exhaustion, apparently?
I believe you're Josh. I believe the character sheet is up to date.
That one, yes.
I think everyone's is. Yeah.
So I'm at 2 levels of exhaustion still. Great.
I think we're going to a city. We can be like the homeless. We can start a trash fire.
You say city, town,
Village.
Still, yeah, village, but still can make a hobo fire.
That's our house. That isn't a trash can.
It's trash now.
It's trash. We have a fireplace inside.
Well, funny you reach it. So I'm guessing you guys are traveling. To Norm. It takes about 30 minutes for you to actually travel and get into the outskirts of town, and the wind of the blizzard picks up, and as it picks up, just on the horizon, in front of you, you just sort of see faint silhouettes of a few buildings with a very large road in the middle. Well, not a very large road, but a very large spacing between one side of the town and the other. Presumably, that would be the trade route. If everyone wanted to give me a perception roll at disadvantage, regardless of exhaustion level.
So super disadvantage.
Actually, so glad that doesn't exist in 5th edition. Okay. Alright, so... Callian, you're the only one that sees that, there are a good few goblins, or goblin silhouettes, sort of just standing in the center of like of the trade route gap, just tussling.
I'll bring everyone to a halt and let them know the situation.
They're still about probably 90 feet away. You'd probably be able to see them considerably clearer if you weren't in the middle of a bit of some snowy winds.
You can't really change that.
But you can still make out very clearly that they are a conglomerate of goblin.
How many? Just 2?
You can't tell from this distance, like the silhouette and like the distance in the storm sort of just isn't helping to sort of discern like amounts, because like every time you go to count, like another one like sort of pops out from the pile and then jumps back in again.
All right. I'll just say like we got goblins ahead. We should. I don't know how many. If we want to get no more, we can approach slowly, or we can try to just move around them entirely.
Does it matter? Are all goblins slavers?
You want to attack them? We're not really in, most fit position to.
I mean, we're getting close to the town. Do you really think they're going to try anything that close?
Maybe. Better not to risk it. If we bring goblins to a town, the townspeople won't really like us. Won't be as welcoming. It would be otherwise.
Yeah, let's go around them.
Right. I'm trying to go around.
That didn't
Is everyone in agreement with this one?
Agreed. We don't really
Sounds
want to leave
good
a
to me.
trail of where we went.
Yeah, so it takes you guys a little bit longer to get into the town because so you sort of you take a bit of a wide berth around just to really make sure that these goblins aren't going to see aren't going to see you and try and bash you on the outskirts of town. And you do, and you come up beside a building that seems quite rummaged. It's got a few holes. The door is constantly just like as it's just getting caught by the wind and then like swinging back in again. And even it's itself on the ground is unlevel, like as if it was raised because they've had snow like this before, and they've like raised all of their buildings like 2 to 3 feet off the ground. It seems like 1 or 2 of the stilts of this building have either been like cut in half or just completely removed, as it's no longer just level and it's completely tilting, but it's partially buried under the snow.
We could check it out for any other basic supplies.
Shouldn't we try to find that nobleman guy? They said to go find him.
We could. I would imagine that we're not really intent on coming back out here, though.
Does anyone have a passive perception higher than 15?
Mine's only 14.
What? Yeah, equal to or greater than 15.
I mean, I have 18 wisdom. I don't really think anybody's gonna have higher wisdom than that.
Yeah, that should be on your tokens as the red circle, as well. Also, does anyone want to puppeteer Itzamata while he's not here? Or am I giving it to Alneth again?
Alright, no, let's roll d20s, people. See who gets the puppeteer.
Oh yeah, we did that last time. Yeah, everyone.
No!
Everyone.
Well, it's like we found a model for the night.
No, somebody else can roll another natural 1, I believe.
And if it is, it just goes down to a reroll between only those 2 people. But yeah, that's funny. That's so great. Everyone roll a d20. No! All right.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's the wrong person. Ruga. Changes. All right,
Oh, this poor soul! I just got to see his HP value.
Dude, his HP and his exhaustion. Dude, he's gonna die.
He's still lugging those chains around.
Are we carrying him with us? How is he? Is he coming with us? Is he?
No, he should be able to walk. He's walking. He's walking. He's just a little slower than you guys. Causing the pace to clamber down. No one's got a passive perception over 15, so never mind. What are you guys gonna do? You're sort of standing on the other, like you're standing on the outer exterior wall of this sort of decrepit building on the outskirts of town, like it was just the first building you hit, sort of taking this wide berth.
I'll probably just take a look around, look out for enemies, or find an entrance or something like that.
Sure, just give me a regular perception roll. Unless, of course, you have disadvantage via, fun stuff.
Oh yeah, I do have disadvantage, but
Ooh. Rest in pieces. It looks like a town in snow. That's what you notice with that roll.
I'm gonna go peer inside, see if there's anything of interest, might be of interest, or if it's just all old and busted.
Okay, so you sort of go around the front, and you open, or when you go around the front, you actually see that what you thought was just like going to be a second panel to the door, there isn't one. Like it's sort of like those 2 slim double doors that you would open up and then walk in. Only one of them is present. The other one seems to have been torn off. But upon like opening and like stopping it constantly hitting the right hand side of the door, you go in and you hear a little and you see a small goblin perched in the corner on a barrel, asleep.
Alright, I'll go back to the group.
Yeah, you don't even need to stealth to sort of like
Yeah.
walk away from that. It's way too loud outside and everything like that. So yeah, you rejoin the group.
There appears to be goblins inside as well.
3. How many?
I didn't exactly go further in. They were still asleep.
It was only a small room, and you could see the entirety of the room, and it appeared to be only one.
Just the one. But it's up.
We can jump them and take them out. See what some supplies. Continue on.
Seems like a good idea.
This goblin did seem nude. However, he did have his scimitar sort of like laying next to the barrel, kind of thing, like leant onto the barrel.
Was it warm in there?
That's better than sitting in frigid air.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, there are holes. There are holes in the building, like where wind is getting through, but like there's enough wall that it is still blocking the wind. Yeah. So who's going in first?
I'll go in if no one else wants to.
Did we take a short rest between battles? I'm just wondering.
I mean,
Yes,
at
you
most
guys-
we took
yeah.
like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
You like ate something.
We took,
Yeah, I believe you guys ate, and then you didn't take a short rest because you ate, and then we're gonna go to town and then do the short resting or the long resting.
Sorry, no.
Yeah. So, Raylor, if you're going in first, I'll actually need you to make me a stealth check to go in.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll definitely be right behind him.
Nice.
I'm coming too.
Yeah, you guys are all sort of going in, whether you like it or not.
I enchant some rocks, so
Yeah, you can enchant some rocks. As you sort of like step in, Raylor, like you lift the side of the door up and then like hunch, down because it's on a slant and stuff to get in. And as you get in, you let go of the door, just thinking that someone else may have it or something like that, and then it just slams shut as the goblin immediately and just picks up his scimitar and like holds it in two
Goblin,
hands.
I say,
crashes
no
on the
need for
barrel.
that, friend.
Who are you? Why are you here?
Just a scout sent out by Spleen.
Spleen. Who's Spleen?
And then I kind of just like nonchalantly, I guess, approach and I say, "Don't you realize who leads you?"
Who lead? What?
How far am I from him?
Roll deception. You're definitely not close enough that you better strike him, but you're getting closer. But he's clearly getting
Ugh,
defensive.
sure.
He looks at you and goes,
Spleen, not leader.
I just go to try to grapple him.
he is going to swing at you first.
That's fine.
Because
Whatever.
he'll see you running at him with your arms out to sort of try and grapple him. So he's gonna
Yeah.
he's gonna do like a panic swing. Let me grab that. 7 to hit. I don't think that's going to.
No, thank goodness.
Yeah. So he'll And just,
Do a suplex.
yeah, roll me that athletics.
Oh,
Oh, very nice.
disadvantage is not fun.
You like come in and then end up just sort of like getting too much momentum and just hugging yourself before you sort of run into the barrel. Like nothing bad happens, but he just jumps off the barrel out of the way and it's just like
Gonna need some help in here, please.
Try and get in there and just crack him with the fucking whip.
I'm just gonna throw a rock at him.
yeah, he doesn't see anyone else in the doorway as well. Like he sort of hasn't taken note of them as they're doing that. So if you're gonna crack a rock at him, roll me the rock.
Roll me the rock. Dwayne the rock. Well, I was with disadvantage, but I mean, they were both pretty good rolls.
Yeah. Roll that fat damage.
Didn't get a 1 on damage.
Very nice. You.
Nice.
What the?
As it's just as he's got like a huge bruise just on the side of his head now. Before
Everybody's
comes
just
in.
eliminating him.
Everyone just before the whip just comes down, gets him as he was already on 1 HP, and just cuts across his face before his limp corpse is just shot with an Eldritch Blast. And it's just like
Fantastic.
and his eyes are still like open, but his mouth's just his mouth's just drooling as he's frozen.
One more scimitar for our collection.
Indeed.
Oh, a fine addition to my collection.
Better chance to
Yeah,
defend ourselves.
still a crude gobbly one, but you know.
Who? Anyone else need it? I was thinking of picking it up.
If you don't want it.
No,
I
I'll
have
grab
my
it.
rocks. I'm good.
I'm a frontliner here.
So am I.
No arguments here. I'm fine with the whip for now.
Is there anything to make the door stop that noise?
I think it would be better to let it keep going if there's anything else nearby.
Roll me a wisdom. Just roll me a wisdom check, Ruka.
Okay.
This is to see if your body is at zen and you have the patience to listen to that door.
I'm pretty zen.
You're pretty. Yeah, your mind, body, and soul are in connection. The door is shitting you off. And, continuously just
Like the sound of waves.
really shitty waves.
At least it's more welcoming than the rattle of chains.
I'm just gonna
Let's go
blast
get
the
some
door with
sleep.
Eldritch Blast.
Why?
Well,
It's annoying.
All right. Roll me Eldritch Blast.
well,
For fight.
All right. Well, you do hit it.
the door fights.
Yeah.
It does. You do whatever you do to cast your Eldritch Blast, and then a big crack and crushing noise is heard as the door completely flies off its rusted hinges and just lands in the snow, like as it lands into the snow.
Stupid door.
That was unnecessary.
That works.
Do you hear that? No sound. No banging sound. So peaceful.
Well, we might as well look around this room and see if there's anything of worth that might help us.
Well, there seems to be some wood at least that we could burn if we needed to.
This
Guys,
room
I'm
have a
not-
fire-
The door was made of wood.
Does the door have a fire? Does the room have a fireplace?
the room had a fireplace.
Who steals a fireplace?
No, not stolen. On the left hand. So as you come through the door, it's like again, it's unlevel, so it's slanted. On the left hand side, you can see the remnants of like a stone fireplace and chimney, but it's been snowed in.
Gotcha.
Guys, just gonna let you know, if you take a look at my Eldritch Blast, if any of you have played Destiny before and know what the Taken is, that's pretty much the color of my Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know,
Oh,
but I'll take your word for it.
okay.
I assume the floor is also made of wood.
Yes, wooden boarding. Yes.
So it's not a great idea to start a fire in the middle of the wood floor.
No, that would probably also yes.
I'll be fine.
Not to mention that again, the floor isn't level. I don't know how well you'd be able to set a fire on an unlevel floor.
So the fireplace has like snow like through the chimney into the room, right?
Not like no. I mean, there's bits that probably come through the chimney down into the main bit. It's more just because of the fact that the room's unlevel and the snow level from the outside hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's like consuming the house.
It's sort of eating half of the building, and including the fireplace in it.
Can we push some of the snow out of the way and just start a fire on the fireplace?
Why do you want to start a fire? Aren't we gonna head to the town?
You guys are in the town.
Oh, this is the town?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like dark out. I mean, I don't really like. All of us are exhausted. I don't really think any of us
Yeah.
want to continue to wander around in the middle of the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially not the cat.
But yeah, if all seven of you guys, all seven, yes. If all seven of you guys like make an effort to sort of move the snow aside, you will be able to.
Sure.
And
Let's do it then.
it'll take about 20 minutes of you guys like just shifting snow.
Find like a
Oh,
Alright,
20
I'll-
minutes for an actual fire? Yes.
And,
Yeah, that's fine.
packing snow. Yeah, if it was just one of you, it would have taken considerably longer. Because there's 7 of you, like 20 minutes of you guys just shifting snow is.
just grabbing
it's
like
fairly
little
easy.
floorboards and making makeshift shovels, and just digging it.
I mean, yeah, this building actually seems quite stingy. Like, and like even without effort, you can just pull up a floorboard, and like the rusted nails sort of just come up with ease.
Better than freezing your hands.
So yeah, you guys spend about 20 minutes, loosely, trying to pack and remove the snow, and you reveal a fireplace. So you sort of reveal about a 10-foot channel in the room of just like where there's really condensed packed snow to the left and right, and it just goes straight to the fireplace, like the channel, so you can walk to the fireplace. And which there are also there are soggy, weathered logs still sitting on the fire, as if or fireplace, as if there was a fire going on, because they're clearly blackened. But they're way too waterlogged to actually be useful.
Is there any logs or wood around that's not waterlogged that we can replace it with?
Not logs, like not natural logs, but there are the floorboards and the wood of the building and the door.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, let's go grab the door.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go grab the door. You pull it out. It's fairly light. It seems to be quite dead wood, as well as like as soon as you get it, assuming that you guys are like cracking it to sort of bring it into like have it in different parts.
Mm-hmm.
It does like that. It does that like old wood thing that when you like crack it, like dust sort of comes out from the wood. That it sort of seems like old gross wood. But the inside is like the outside is like a bit damp to the touch from the snow, but the inside's like perfectly dry.
This has been here.
Good fire starter.
And so you can just throw that into the fireplace.
And then that with a few of the floorboards.
Is that barrel that Goblin was sitting on dry or look like it'd be easily pulled apart?
Well, is it empty? Is I guess one of the questions we should be asking too.
He was sleeping on it.
It was in the it was in the top right corner, basically like the highest point of the house, because it's sort of like the front left is where it's leaning down the most, and then the back left it's a bit more leaning, with the bottom right being slightly slanted, and then the back right being the highest. But the barrel seems dry and intact. As you go to move it, or even like fiddle with it, it very clearly has a large semblance of weight to it, hence why it hasn't actually just rolled and moved into from the corner.
Open the barrel?
Yeah, attempt to open it.
You just sort of like push your fingers around trying to pry the top, but you're not quite. You don't have the grip for it. Your fingers can't get in the gap. It seems as if you would require a crowbar to get in.
I'm gonna try.
How about
to
a scimitar?
How about a rock?
This seems to have something in it. Anyone wish to give it a try?
I'm gonna try to shove my scimitar in and the blade point in, and then use that.
Oh, the blade immediately slides in. No questions asked. It's not that tight. And roll me in athletics with advantage, given. Well, I mean, if you have disadvantage, then it's just standard. Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
Nice. You. And yeah, it sort of comes off, it flips a little, and then it lands behind the barrel a little bit, and just sort of rolls from the right-hand side of the room to the left. You do snap your scimitar though. They're crude, they're a bit shitty, so you now have a makeshift dagger.
I'm better with a dagger than a scimitar, so
It just functions as a dagger.
Improvement.
Oh, scimitar. Okay, I'll just change that.
And within the barrel, is a crap ton of rice.
We can steam this shit if we have the stuff.
Definitely tastes better than the rations we've been eating.
Yeah.
Try and search around for any possible cookware that might be here.
I mean, funny you say that. Because on the back wall, above the sort of barrel is where you would hang all your kitchen, your cooking utensils. There is basically nothing there, everything's sort of been taken. However, there is a wooden chopping board there. Sort of hanging up by a hook.
Ah. More firewood. I'll take that down and bring it over to Ed for burning pile. Not very sure what we can do with this rice other than really dump it out.
Maybe we can find a pot somewhere. Let's get the fire started.
Anyone able to start fires?
Druidcraft starts fires, so.
Ooh, very
Kill him.
nice. Very nice.
I didn't have to try to sacred flame it. It wouldn't work anyway.
You instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire.
Ta-da!
Very nice. Very nice. So, so you just light it there, and it catches, and it goes off, and it radiates lovely soothing heat. As slowly over time, the little 5-foot wide, 10-foot long, little cutout that you'd made to get to the fireplace slowly widens as snow begins to melt and run off.
I'm gonna collect more water from that.
Do you have something to collect it in?
I got
Your
the
hands.
poison bottle.
I was gonna say, yeah, no. I mean, your hands wouldn't be enough to sort of collect it because it's like running off just water. Not water. It's just water that's like melting, and then when the globules of water get big enough, they run down the floorboards and out. But if you've got something that you can carry the water in, you can just sort of like put it next to the thing, and it'll slowly catch.
I got the old poison vial.
Yes, it'll slowly catch water. It takes about 3 seconds, and bam, it's done. It's full.
Alright. I'm not gonna drink from this.
Yeah. So you guys are nice fire. You've got some.
I'll just search the rest of the place while they do that.
It's the rest of the place seems to be very barren. There's a chair. There's a chair in the bottom left that's been completely weathered, and buried in snow, and is only now being partially revealed. But other than that, it seems everything's been taken from this room, from this building.
Very well.
What time is it outside?
Dark night.
Okay.
I'm assuming people are around the fire now, like, hanging out.
Yes.
I would.
As the resident controller of the cat is very close.
Dumping on a barrel of rice.
I guess I'll just like pose the question to the group. What were you guys up to that got you into the situation in the first place?
I was just working on an escort.
I was minding my own business. I had stopped to do some research, and these foul creatures decided to muck up my schedule by taking me hostage.
I was heading to a new city, just seeing the world, and unfortunately my equipment weighed me down a bit too much to run fast enough.
I wanted to go see dwarves. I thought the green things were dwarves.
Dwarves, you say?
Yes.
Well, I hope you know better now.
Because you were fucking wrong.
Them are some crazy dwarfs.
Yes, very funny.
I guess Samuel was the one that was on the escort thing.
Yep.
Who hired you for that?
Just some random folks. I was just supposed to be escorting some wagons.
Interesting.
Apparently I didn't do too good of a job now, did I?
Seems like none of us really did.
Raylor will remember that.
The North remembers.
So yeah, the fire sort of just has a soft crackle as they sit around, get a bit warm. It's quite nice.
Hmm.
Nice.
I just hang out to the door, and these guys jump me. I'm not used to lands outside the city, so I didn't know where to look. And they're on me. Yeah. I didn't even want to go out here. Last a little.
I can't imagine many people would want to travel on the mountainsides.
Hmm.
I did. It was fun. Till I found the green dwarves.
By the way, those are goblins.
Really?
They're quite mean. I know my
Hmm.
own skin tone is deceiving, but I am definitely not a goblin if you are curious.
Nasty
You're
things.
not as small as them, though. Why would I think that?
Unsure. Just have to clarify.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what a goblin would say. Do you think there are any other abandoned houses near here? Maybe we could find a metal pot somewhere so we could cook the rice.
Sure hope so.
It'd be worth
We
a
could
look.
use some tools.
For now, I suggest we rest up a little bit more before we go digging around in other houses that might have more goblins.
Mm.
Let's almost take first watch. We can go in pairs.
Well, I'll gladly take first watch.
In theory, everyone should be able to take watch as well,
Right.
whilst getting a long rest.
Yeah.
Because long resting is only 8 hours, and you can do things within the 2 hours.
You don't have to sleep. It's just basically low activity resting.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's 6 hours of actual sleep, with 2 hours of low activity short resting kind of thing. Short resting stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we got plenty of people for that, so.
No, exactly.
I'll take second.
Third, I guess.
I'll take first.
Need one more person to take fourth, because that's
It's so
8
muscle.
hours.
I'll take fourth.
Right, there we go. He does not say
Nice.
that. He's like,
Pretty
I don't
good.
want to be here.
That roughly
Let me
translates out
die.
of cat ease
Yeah.
too. I will do my fine duty.
Yeah, so the cat doesn't volunteer for scout.
You should make the cat do all of the watches.
I make the cat perform hard labor for my amusement.
That will. So yeah, you guys advise you get a long rest. Nothing happens in the night for anyone who's on watch. The sun rises.
Go away!
Which Samuel does see the sunrise. He's the only one that does, because everyone else is. Yeah, the sun rises and you all get a long rest.
Josh, Jin.
Not exhausted. Yes.
Can remove a exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Now I just need to remove one more exhaustion.
And as well, I believe I gave you guys all token actions for a long rest.
Oh, did you?
I think so.
That's a token action.
No, I did not. I haven't put that macro in. But that's fine.
No idea what a token action is.
It's a macro that when you select your token, it comes up in the left corner next to the toolbar.
Yeah, it just makes it easier to do shit.
But no, I didn't give one to you, so you'll just have to manually reset your long rest. Although I believe you can type in exclamation point long rest. Maybe if it wants to work. No, okay. I guess the APIs aren't really working at the moment.
I will manually give myself back my spell slots. There we go.
How disgusting that you have to manually do that.
Yeah, I will fix the the APIs because that also annoys me because it just makes my life easier.
What kind of low-tech age is this?
Dude, we're only in the Stone Age right now. We need to we need to progress. I need to build 2 more monuments before I can get into the.
We need everything to be in VR.
That's the one. Okay. It awakes, and the whistling wind actually kind of calms down a bit.
I use Druidcraft to check the weather.
You awake to still a crackling fire and a nice warm sun. Yeah, all groggy. Pa Samuel wakes up as a bearded man. As a bearded man walks up to this yogi. Oh, yo! Who the hell are you? What are you doing in my shed? Why the hell did you open my rice barrel?
The goblins that were in this shed broke your rice barrel. We just rested after we killed it.
Those damn bastards! And he looks in the corner at the really cold, frozen corpse of the goblin. He's just like, Jesus. You're all looking a bit weathered. Here, look, come back with me. I'm assuming you were in the nearby goblin transport. Look, just come with me. I'll walk you through the side, and you could come meet my wife.
Can I roll an insight on him?
Yeah, this is suspicious.
Yeah, this is very suspicious. What the fuck?
You can roll insight, sure. I don't care. Just roll it with one person rolling on behalf of the party.
Everybody has to know.
I will give Ruka. Ruka. He's very clearly, legitimately wanting you to come back, as if this is not his first rodeo, and he has seen people who have run from the goblin imprisonment lines before.
I must say, you're very good at guessing.
Let me tell you, friend,
Look,
why you live so close to this place.
I don't see much people normally hanging out in a decrepit shack that I've never seen in my town before, in really crappy clothes, and one of them is connected to a chain.
Oh yeah, we didn't get him out of that yet.
I'm just gonna say,
that's correct.
I'm just gonna say it was an estimated guess.
How did you know?
Look, do you want to come back to my humble abode?
Yeah, sure.
My wife can get you some food and water and some nice blanket.
I can agree to that.
That
I like
sounds
everything.
much better than our current predicaments.
And he picks up some snow and throws it on the fire. He goes, and next time, don't start a fire in a wooden, broken down house. I don't want my shed burning down.
Apologies. It's better
And,
than being in the open.
Of course, I understand. Just maybe next time, try not to burn shit. And he steps outside the door and has the arm out to sort of lead everyone out. And you just
We broke down this man's shed's door.
Funny enough, as you guys are all walking out, he goes, wait a minute, didn't this have a second? Wait a second.
Goblins are just disgusting beasts. Truly chaotic.
You know, it's strange that you say that, because they ransacked the place 3 days ago, and it had a door then. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, really.
Roll deception.
Shit.
Raylo rolled deception because he came up with it was the goblin.
Oh god!
Look, you lied to me again.
All right,
Oh,
listen,
I'm not
we
giving you
fucking
food.
used it for firewood, man. We're cold.
No, yeah, look, I know. I'm just pulling your leg. I saw you last night do it. I was up looking out my window. And, he like he sort of gestures to next door, which is quite a large house, 2-story, with sort of like an overhang, with an overhang to where the door entrance actually is. And he opens it and he goes, "All right, get inside and sit around the table."
Okay.
No arguments here.
Sure.
As you all sit around the table, again, this guy was like humanoid, fairly big, kind of burly, like knows how to look after himself. As a small gnome woman
Oh damn.
comes from behind the counter and goes, "So, who needed porridge and who needed some blankets?
I think we're all in need here.
I've
If
got
you
them.
can
I've got
spare.
it all here." And she's got like 8 bowls of porridge and
Oh
about
God.
10 blankets stacked up.
Is there any blankets that's big enough for me?
We have the literal giant in our group.
Yes, there is.
Poor little
Yeah.
gnome woman.
All of the blankets are fairly large, as they do need to fit on like a double bed in this weather.
Okay.
Um,
I regret my eyes choice. I wish I was like just shorter. Can I retcon that actually? Can I just make myself
You-
6'5" instead?
Sure, I don't care. You're still very large, but not demonstrably large.
Yeah, just want to even myself out.
And he closes the door. And you hear like a as he locks the door, and he sits down. He just, "So why the hell did you decide to travel to No Dawn after escaping those shackles?"
This in the dorm?
"Yes, this is the Dawn."
We were told by the others that probably came here earlier before us, and a noble who said to come meet him here.
Well, if they did, I don't know where they went within the city, 'cause I didn't see him. I heard you lot having a ruckus, so I got up and looked out the window and saw 7 bumbling buffoons trying to light a fire in my hut.
Wasn't very bumbling, to be fair.
Look, I'm just gonna say, when a door comes flying off due to a force of energy, I consider that quite bumbling. Word of advice: don't go out at night. The goblins have instructed a curfew. They find anyone, they're arresting them and they're bringing them in front of the court.
So
What?
They run this place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they like to think they do. Most of us really don't give a shit. We just sort of go on about our lives, and none of us went outside at night anyway. It's too damn cold. But we let them think they're running the place. They take 60% of everything we do.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, they like gold. Most of the little ones are pretty stupid. There's some brawly bigger ones. They tend to be the muscle. Then there's some tall ones that are too damn smart for their own good. They're conniving. They tend to be the inspectors. They run the courts. They tend to be the diplomats of the goblins. Hobgoblins or something? I forget. They're probably looking for you, but I honestly don't know. I don't think they keep track of their prisoners. They don't seem to be picky or choosy, and well, they just seem to jump anyone they think they can. So
How long has this been going on over here?
they raided the place. They raided the place about 4 days ago. soon as they came in, I sent my messenger bird down to give message to the Vales. You see, the Vales run this place. They're the nobles that they basically own all the land in the north. But for once, they're a noble family that's not assholes. They don't give us a tax. They just come by every now and again, see how we're doing, talk to us. In fact, speaking of that, I'm pretty sure the Vales were actually meant to come down about 2 days ago. They're supposed to be on their way. The goblins have been occupying here for a while, but they never got aggressive, and we sort of went about our business. Only 3 days ago did they actually begin the overthrowing process, and they destroyed my goddamn town hall to make their own blood court. So that was an interesting experience.
Hmm.
It's easy to assume you have not had many a guard here, and there's not many who wish to disturb the system, though lack of one that seems to be building.
Well, they outnumber us fairly. We don't have a guard. We don't have any kind of security. We're a trade route. We just tend to, fight for ourselves. And he is a big man. Like, he definitely seems like he'd fare well in a fight, kind of thing. Not trained, but just sort of rolling. Once they stormed the town hall, I fought off a few of them, but they just sort of took it over, and well, I let them have it.
Can you tell me your name, friend?
Henry No Dawn.
Oh, what a coincidence. Named after the town, eh? Or vice versa.
You're not the brightest one, are you?
That was a joke.
I understand. I'm the mayor of this town. At least I was.
There's always a price to pay. Can you give us some sort of equipment? Maybe we can help you rid this town of goblins.
No. My best bet would be to look in the local blacksmith. I don't know how long, or even if he's still there, but he might have some stuff for you, but I can't give you nothing.
That'd definitely be a nice start.
I don't suppose, all supplies. I don't suppose there happens to be a convenient witch in the woods or someone of a more mystical persuasion.
I'm confused what you mean.
I'm one who's known to be akin with magic, and I've since been deprived of my magical foci.
I mean,
Do you know anyone who does magic around here?
the answer is no to that question. We're a skinning village. The only reason we sort of survive is because we go out hunting, skin some animals, and sell their pelts and meats to whoever comes through the city. But I mean, you're welcome to have a look at some novelty shops or anything, given that the goblins haven't taken them over as well. But please stay as long as you like. Just follow that one rule. Now, you're all a pretty ransacked bunch, so I'll make it worth your while. Since you did some collateral damage to my hut, and I've welcomed you into my home with open arms, and I'm giving you food and some warmth. I could use the help if you're willing to give it. I need some snow shoveled out of my backyard. Well, I'll be there all week if I'm doing it myself.
Of course, it's the least I could do for your kindness.
This bastard tricked us.
I don't really know if that's really tricking. I mean, this is definitely an improvement.
How dare he?
You can still say no to the guy, and he's just gonna say get out. He's just gonna say like out of my house.
Samuel's gonna help him.
Like
Yeah,
he's
sure,
not gonna be like you're a traitor and how dare you not help me.
Draws a kitchen knife.
No, yeah, like he's just gonna be like I gave you all this stuff. Could you do this to me? And if not, he's probably just gonna be like, hey, buddy, maybe you shouldn't be here then. But yeah, he's Gretchen, get the shovels. And she pulls some pretty crude shovels. She pulls about 8 of them, and she just hands them around. And he looks around and just you don't have to help if you don't want to. It'd be much appreciated.
Out the door. Start shoveling.
And yeah, so he goes to the back door. Sort of walks past the kitchen counter and whatnot, and opens the door up, and you can just see his backyard. You can see like the fence line, but it's basically like covered in snow.
Well,
Starting.
no time like the present.
Yep.
So, what exactly are we entailed to do here?
I need you to shovel the snow. And he goes, "Oh, I'll give you an example." And he throws the shovel like underneath the snow, pulls up a heaping clump of it, like a huge amount, and just throws the snow over the fence.
I see. This is most likely my associate's forte. I'm not exactly one for manual labor.
Oh
You know,
wow! Look at you.
I didn't at all get that from your demeanor.
I'm a real thin gnome.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Of course. Then I figured that to be expected. Gretchen, can you get me a fine utensil for this man here?
You gonna get him a spoon? Give him a
You're
spoon.
gonna get a big soup spoon.
Yes, of course. And she hands you just a wooden ladle.
Yes.
You can punch in your weight class, buddy. I don't expect you to do much, but it every bit helps.
Oh my god. It's fucking
Understood.
Savage Dwarf.
This is why I need level 3 spells so I can just make undead minions to do this for me.
I think you're failing to see the alignment constriction that would arise from everybody else seeing you create zombies to perform manual labor.
I'm not making zombies. I'd make skeletons and make them conveniently wear armor that covers everything.
In no dorm though, I feel like the mayor, he genuinely probably wouldn't care if he saw a bunch of undead creatures doing labor and they don't seem to be aggressive. If anything, he'd be like, well, I mean, it helps.
Pretty shit
But for now,
situation
I'm
here.
stuck spooning the stuff.
Yeah, yeah, he's just not ladling. Good on you, man. Thank you, much appreciated. All right, let's get started.
Yep.
And you guys just sort of go at it. Takes about 3 hours for you to shovel the entire yard.
That's pretty good time, but I guess we do have a lot of people.
Do we get any clothes for the cold weather from this guy?
It isn't cold out at the moment. He's once you start working, you guys start working up a sweat and stuff like that, and you just stay warm, and it's not an issue. But if you do ask him, he'll throw you a pelt coat.
I'll probably ask for it.
It might be a bit small on you, but here you go. And he throws just a pelt coat at you.
Thanks.
It'll keep you warm, and feel free to keep it. I got plenty.
All right.
But yeah, so you guys eventually get through, and as you get through, you actually see that his yard actually isn't like it isn't like grass or crops or anything like that. It's completely removed of grass and is just like a hardened dirt surface. And there's just a single like stuffed dummy in the back corner, like propped up by a pedestal, so it's like a cross, and then like been stuffed with like hay and then a bag over the top of it with like just a face.
So scarecrow.
Basically a scarecrow, but is clearly more used as a training dummy.
Yeah.
Look, I'll let you stay for a while, and feel free to use my utilities, especially within the town. Just don't go out at night. And look, if you want to train here, be my guest. It's not really much, but it's good enough. I've only got 3 spare bedrooms though, and you'll have to share.
It's understandable. I'm curious, is there anyone you would know that might need an extra hand that would be willing to pay a little coin so we wouldn't bother you too much?
Yeah, I can second that. I'd like to go buy some new clothes. Might have a lot of holes in them now.
I mean, there's Edgar from Golden Crate. It's a shop just down the road, just down the path. You go down 3rd building on your left. It's got a nice metallic door. It is made of wood, just painted. That's the Golden Crate. Edgar always needs jobs doing, and he's always willing to pay.
I'm not sure about the rest of you, but I think I'll be going to check that out.
I'll be going to.
Like I said, I'm in.
If you don't mind, I'd like my shovels and the ladle back.
Of course.
Why would I want your shovels?
Sure.
It's like everyone was like, "Oh, let's go," and then nobody said, "Oh, I hand the back." So they're all like going away.
I beat him over the head with a shovel and steal all the shit.
We need weapons. I have no problem Dark Souls 2-ing this with a ladle.
Your fist would be more effective, but
That
yeah.
would be great. I mean, well, nah, a ladle would be more effective because it's an improvised weapon. So, like, mechanically, it'd be like 1d4 plus strength.
So 1d4 minus 1.
Basically. Yeah, he just sort of takes his shovels back, puts them back in like in his not so broom cupboard, more of a shovel cupboard, and then gets the ladle and puts it back in the kitchen drawer.
Alright, well, I have no idea what I'd be doing in this town, so I guess I will follow you lot, and hopefully something will catch my eye.
I recommend just knocking before you come back, just in case I'm not in. If I'm not in, Gretch should be in, and if she's not in, the spare key is in the bush.
Very well.
And there's just a small shrub in a pot, like next to the door.
Actually, this may be a strange question to ask you. Who would I speak to is responsible for the last rites in the town?
What do you mean, like
When someone passes on, who is responsible for taking care of them?
me? And then he just points, like, to the left of town where there's just a bunch of crudely made headstones in a line. And he's just like,
I see.
this
Well,
town's too small for us to have a coroner, so when someone passes, we have an entire town ceremony, and I just bury him.
I see. In that case, we are staying with you regardless, so I will hold my inquiries until we return from the day.
Of
Man,
course.
you're a strange little fella there, gnome.
I get that quite a lot.
Raylord nods in agreement, just like, what the fuck is going on?
Look, if there's anything else you need, just let me. And hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And like the door creaks, he's about to close it, and then he remembers something and opens it, and sort of, if you see any of those hobgoblins, first keep your head down and stick to the side.
Understood.
And then closes the door.
Well, I suppose we'll lead the way.
Go do some manual labor.
So where are you guys going?
Towards the Golden Crate and kind of taking
Really?
in the town surrounding me. And it's just like if they've been letting it get run down and the supposed
Oh, it looks like shit.
the supposed town hall that's been turned into a blood court.
You can actually see, like, when you get to the Golden Crate. So the Golden Crate is basically like, so it was his house, and then you walked down a path. You walked down a path that essentially ran east, until you hit until you hit the trade route, and then the Golden Crate is like on the edge of the trade route, but you're coming through like a little side door. It's still like the main, it's still an entrance to the door, to the thing. But upon you coming out, you can actually see like right next to the trade route is just a large hall, seemingly the town hall, with the doors just covered in blood splatters.
Oh,
And
man.
it's got from so it's got like a two prongs like hanging out to hold like pincers, just filled with like what would normally be filled with like flowers and stuff to hang down to make it look nice.
Mm.
And it's just been set ablaze, and now fire is lit in those pincers. But you are at the Golden Crate.
I'm not going to lie, this place makes me very on edge, but I really wish to drive these bastards out.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
If for nothing less than to make traveling a bit of a headache.
So what now, gentlemen?
Going into
I knock.
Well, I can't find anything that has to do with my interests, and the only person here will talk to you later, so I guess I'll just tag along with whoever and hope the fates will have us cross a trinket shop that actually has something worth magic.
As you knock, walk in, do that. So that he, an older man, bald with half moon spectacles, sort of like looks up and he, hey, oh, howdy there. I'm not sure. Maybe we could find that, but is there anything else I can help with?
Yes. Just curious, especially on the lack of money, if you needed help with anything, so we might be able to earn a little bit of wage to buy some things.
Oh, of course. Look, so I got some crates that need to be delivered to the blacksmith.
Hmm.
Just crates of raw metal, just well, not raw, but ingots of metal. You transport these crates, I'll give you 2 gold apiece. And
I
he
know
points-
him is especially strong. He's
He
like
points
a
to the
pack horse.
6. He points to the 6 crates, and he goes, "Oh, like a pack horse, is he? Well, I'll let him carry 2."
Well, then that is going to be funds which this group is not going to entertain, since you insist on putting me.
Note
I offer
that
my
the,
services.
The
as
crates
well.
are very large as well. Like 2 people would need to carry a crate at a time, kind of thing.
Yeah, I figured.
Even for me, my large.
Yes. Yes, like for basically everyone, yeah. Unless you have the powerful build racial trait, it requires 2 people.
Okay. Milo, you're with me. You're gonna get one side, I'll get the other. We'll see how this works.
Very well, and he'll just kind of wipe his hands a bit and get ready to lift with the legs. And no, actually, Milo is not very much too clever. He'll lift with his back and not his legs because he doesn't know anything.
Okay.
Where's the blacksmith?
Oh, you go onto the trade route, and then go 6 doors down on the right-hand side from the blood court.
Okay. Yes.
So if that makes sense, like you come out onto the trade route from where you are, you're facing the blood court, then you would turn left, and you would go 8 doors down on the right-hand side.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Excellent.
Let's go, come on.
Now he'll make you empty it. Just empty out the contents into his shop and bring me back the crates, and I'll give you the gold.
Sounds fair.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Yes, these are very heavy crates. You don't actually need to roll to do them because 2 people is like that, but they are very heavy crates. There are 6 of them. So you're able to carry 4.
Cool.
Which you take it a bit, and you see some like goblin and stuff and bugbears sort of standing guard around the blood court, and they're sort of like walking around there. And you can actually, like, when you get a bit closer to it, you can actually hear like yelling, screaming, and goblin snarls from within. You're not sure if those are like humanoid screaming or if it's just like a goblin or whatever it is. The point is, it don't sound good in there. And then you eventually get to the blacksmith, which is empty. No one's at the blacksmith seemingly.
Hello?
This is very bad shop maintenance. You don't think your place is attended.
Is there anyone in?
What do you need? And from behind the furnace, seemingly like where his sleeping arrangements are, steps a very stout and broad mountain dwarf. What do you need?
Just dropping off your delivery from Edgar.
Oh, from Edgar, right. You just put him down there. So what's he paying you for this?
2 gold each.
Yep.
Just over there, and he like gestures you to like put him down by the side next to the weapons rack.
Sure, whatever you need.
I just as you guys just put him down, and hang on, aren't there supposed to be 6 of them?
We'll be
There's more.
Right, of course. Look, I'll throw in a weapon of your choice for doing this for me. Cheers.
Really?
Fucking sweet.
Yeah, on the house. I mean, the amount of metals that are in these crates. I mean, I'll be able to make tons of stuff. But I must warn you, I'm not the best at making weapons. My expertise is building. So I forge nails, brackets, clamps, pillars, that kind of thing. But I'll give you guys a go with some weaponry.
It's very kind of you.
Of course.
You got any 2-handed weapons?
Not on me, but I definitely think that I have. Let's see here. And he rummages through his molds, and yes, yeah. I can give you a pike. I don't really have anything else.
Do you have a wooden staff? I don't really like metal very much.
Oh yeah, and he just throws you one of the plain handles.
Thank you.
To like a larger weapon, which is a staff, and he's just like, yeah, but you probably don't need that to lift the boxes. Do you want me to hold on to it till you come back?
Sure.
And he puts it aside.
That seems odd. Would you happen to have anything of the bow variety?
Unfortunately not. I don't really know how to do that kind of thing.
Is there
I
a
could
boy?
I could make you a metal bow if you want, but I can't say it would be the most tensile weapon. You need some oomph to pull that one back.
Unfortunately, I don't think my strength would be able to handle such stout craftsmanship. Is crossbows more your style?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I've made a few before. I'm no expert, but I can give it a go.
Would appreciate it.
Is there no Boyer in this town?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, the only. Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll
No
find
hunters?
something for you, Alnith.
Oh, there are plenty of hunters. We're basically a hunting town. But we all tend to use crossbows and you know, and longer weapons, you know, pikes and stuff.
A heavy crossbow would be nice. Just a longer range while hunting.
I'll give it a go. I don't think I have any molds for a heavy, but I can definitely make you light.
I'll take it. This would be much better than nothing.
Of course. So if you could just bring me those 2 additional crates.
Of course, and we were supposed to empty these ores out for you.
Just do that when you bring the other 2.
I'll
Sure.
just take that. Got an axe.
Yeah, they can be unloading when we go and get them. Come on.
So who's getting the last 2? That would be 4 people, with the remaining 3 just unloading the crates.
I'll go
I
carry right over.
I volunteer.
Sam will go as well.
Italian will-
All right, so you guys wander back, and then he's like, "Oh, yep, take the other 2, thank you." As he seems to be preoccupied, sort of pinning things up on his wall and stuff.
What's he pinning up?
Pictures of his kids,
The hardest
Okay.
question.
a calendar, a calendar for the new cycle.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's really all he's pinning up is just like personal things.
Cool.
Get these over to the blacksmith.
Yeah, so you guys, you know, walk it all the way over, and you bring them back.
Not your back.
You get, thank you very much. Now, if you could unload the rest. I'll get working on those weapons for you, and I'll just just come back when you think they're, when you want to see it, they're ready. Probably take maybe about a day, I think.
Oh,
Work.
what is your
So
name?
rather than a pike, would you happen to have a great sword?
Not in my molds, no. Unfortunately not. Look. I've got a pike mold. I've got a short sword mold. I've got a halberd mold. What else have I got? He rummages through his crate of
Tomahawk,
molds even
hand
further.
axe.
I do have a hand axe, yes.
I'll take a hand axe. Short sword too. For me.
Did you just say a short sword too?
No. I was just complaining about a short sword.
Oh, I see, right. Alrighty. Yeah, you guys, uncrate all of the wonderful, wonderful metals, stack them in a pile, kind of thing, and he's just, thank you. All right, you can go back to Edgar, and I'll have your stuff ready for you.
We have to take the crates back for our money, remember, everybody, so...
Mhm.
The short
Come on.
crap, son.
They should be easier now that they're empty.
Yeah, literally, like, one person can, like, carry 2 of them, like, under each arm kind of thing.
Cool.
Samuel stacks 2 on top of Milo.
It, is surprisingly light.
Looks like his own coffin.
Told you he was a pack
Jeez.
horse.
And you guys migrate back to Edgar. You know, Edgar, oh, thank you. That's very, very, very helpful. How much was it? 2 gold apiece.
Yes.
And he gets out his bag. Yeah. And like the rumbling of gold and coins and stuff. And he starts pulling out silver pieces on the table. He's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Chop chop.
9, 10, 11, 12,
I'm gonna look
13,
around the store while he's counting this.
I'm looking
out.
around the store too.
17, 18, 19, 20. All right, that's 2
And
gold.
move on.
1, 2, 3, and he just, he keeps going, counting his silver pieces, as they clearly don't deal in gold in this town. You look around his store. Most of it's fairly empty. There are definitely places where things clearly would have been hung up, put on shelves, hung in hooks and stuff like that. But it seems that his stock is either not there, or it's like out the back so that goblins don't annoy him.
That's understandable.
And it takes him a while, but he's eventually like 18, 19, 20. All right. All right, there's 12 gold there for you. And yeah.
Thank you very much.
It's a total of 120 silver pieces.
But before I leave with my bounty, do you have any clothes here?
Yes, I can.
Maybe a warm cloak for the winter. It's a little colder than I was expecting up here.
I do. I got some fur pelts. They'll set you back. They'll set you back 5 silver apiece.
I'd like to get a new set of clothes. It's the ones I'm wearing.
Yeah, clothes first. I'll buy the fur pelt afterwards.
Oh, the clothes. What kind of clothes you after?
Warm would be nice.
Well,
Yeah, I pretty much just want something that'll keep me warm.
Anything that can last the wilderness.
Ah, you'll be after our hunting clothes then.
Sure.
Let me just have a look. See. And he turns around and starts shuffling through his boxes. Before he does reach the bottom of it, he pulls out some traveler's clothes. And slowly starts throwing them, onto the table, or onto the counter. He's so how many are you after?
Just one outfit for myself.
same as well.
2 for me. I'd like to have a backup.
1.
All right. Let me just get that. So that's a total of 4. Alrighty. And you see him get out a bit of a. You see him get out a bit of a. Bit of an archaic calculator where he's just sliding things across. Those will cost you 20 silver each.
20 silver each.
Yes. 20 silver each.
Well,
Well,
That's
shit.
literally everything that we just made.
Yeah.
a day at a time, gentlemen.
You gotta lose money to make money, friends.
Precisely.
Yeah, it sounds better to have clothes than not.
That's not the proper saying.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'll put my 20 silver back
I
forward.
mean, at the very least, we can hold all these over for you. We did the labor. Couldn't you at least knock it down 2 or 3 silver?
I don't know if you understand how a business transaction works, but I just paid you what you're about to give back to me. You just did the labor for free, and I basically just gave you the clothes.
How is there any profit in that? In order to make money, you lose money. You have to
Exactly.
make money.
So I gave you
I'm
money.
very familiar
And
how
now
a
I'm
business
not gonna
works.
make
I worked
any.
for my families for years.
There's no profit. in
As
this.
someone throws it, like as I think it was Aleth, you said you threw your 20 silver pieces.
Yep.
I never picked them up.
He's like 1, 2, 3,
God damn it.
5, like from the pile that you throw and just counting them out.
And I'll
Oh, I take the pile and just count real quick. Here you go.
And you want to, oh, thank you. And he just picks them up and he's like, but just to double check, and he starts putting them down on the counter.
I'll pick up
Insulting.
pick out one of the nicer looking traveler's clothes.
Yeah, they're all a bit ragtaggy, but they definitely look warm, as if that's just what the hunters of the village tend to wear in general.
Hey,
I'm just gonna strip down, put this new shit on, walk out the door.
As you strip down in his Jesus, put that thing away. And he like covers his eyes. You're a big fella, aren't you?
In many ways.
I
No.
don't think I want to know.
he's wielding a
Oversized.
maul.
It's elephantitis.
Look, all right. So, who else was it? So
Me.
Alness, subtract the 20. Ruka, subtract the 20. Callian,
It's literally
subtract
all
the
of
20.
our money. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, we're back to
no
no money.
subtracting. We still do have 18 silver pieces from the goblins, though. Oh,
I
14.
think I had 2 that I found.
Milo is just sick of being
At least
cold,
that's what's
so
in my-
despite grumbling about it, he'll give it back.
For some reason, I have 20 gold pieces on my character sheet. That is not right. Don't remove it.
Yeah, it definitely shouldn't be.
Yeah. So he takes and he hands out to the people that that have them, or that want them, and then he's like, well, pleasure doing service with you.
Do you have anything else you need doing?
Or anyone else in the town that needs doing.
I mean, there's my wife, but I got that covered.
I was about to say, probably not in the best wording order.
Let me think here. I mean, look, and he walks behind the counter behind you guys, and then closes the door. There's only one real major thing, but I won't pay you for this, and I didn't tell you this. These goblins been sticking up on everything. Be greatly appreciated if you could eradicate them, but no harm done if you can't.
We'd be much more equipped to do that if we had some warm clothes and weapons.
I just gave you some warm. I just offered you some warm clothes, and I don't know. Have you seen the blacksmith? Yeah, he'll give you some weapons, I'm sure.
That's where I got this from.
I'm glad to see that the town is not willing to just lay down and die.
Some of us are. My Aunt Fanny was. She's gone now. She died. Goblins killed her. Killed her real good. But, just between you and me, she was the town whore, so it don't matter.
But,
Then he reopens the door. Yes. And I didn't tell you nothing now, did I?
no, just
What are you talking about?
a friendly
Exactly. Precisely.
Do you have a small pouch?
A small pouch?
I just needed to put components in for my magic. So.
Right. Yes.
For 10 silver, I'll give you a pass.
Sure. 18 silver. No. You just sure. Just give me a silver piece.
Do I have any silver after the 20?
No, we're broke again.
Yeah, that's literally it's 10 silver a gold. So
I had I had 2 silver pieces from something, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Look. Since you moved out those crates for me, I'll give you a pouch.
Thank you.
And he puts the pouch on the table. This guy's. But I'm only loaning it to you. So if I find your dead body somewhere in town, I'm taking it back.
Even if it's all bloody?
I don't give a damn.
All right.
Fair enough.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Indeed.
Goodbye now.
thank you.
Farewell.
I've clearly seen that this really is nothing worthwhile, so I think I'll just be heading back to our friends' abode.
We should probably... No.
At least I'm going to go get changed in a more private area.
What's wrong with stripping in the shop?
Where were you raised?
There's just Edgar standing in the window, like looking at you guys. And you just see him like mouthing to himself. What the fuck?
I was just testing it. Seeing if it would freak him out or not. It clearly did. Alice's were very impatient. So.
Well,
Damn money.
we have a day.
Yeah.
If anything, we can go back and see if the mayor has any other things that need doing, or meander around town, avoiding the local wildlife that seems to have come in, and figure out an idea of what we want to do.
Maybe we can go hunting before we come back and bring them something that's actually worthwhile.
Possibly, but we would still need some form of hunting equipment for that.
My rocks go as far as you can see.
Well, that might be of extreme help. I'm very well versed.
You guys
in
have fun with that. Hunting ain't my thing.
Understandable.
So are you guys going back to back to Henry's?
I guess let's go back there and get changed first, then.
Yeah.
Sounds fair.
All right, so so as you're heading back, you go towards the door. As you go towards the door, you can hear yelling from the inside. Before you hear the door open, and a man yell, "Well, fine, I won't be coming back." And the goof before he storms off.
Take note of what he looks like real quick.
It's very clearly the noble that was in the chains.
Hey!
No, what are you? Oh, it's you lot.
Yes, we
What
made
are
it
you-
back.
Good job. How'd you survive the night?
We may have invaded the mayor's shed.
We all have drunken nights in his hut.
Oh no.
That's what happened last time I came here. Well, hey, but now I'm getting kicked out of his town, so I don't know why. I don't know why it matters.
Why are you being
Why getting
kicked out?
I told him where I was gonna get the town to take arms and fight back, but he's a bit too preoccupied. He thinks it's too dangerous and it's not worth it. But I'm sick of watching people in my land die. I don't know about it, how he feels, but I'm pretty adamant.
Look back and forth, make sure there's like nobody nearby.
Ulfric doesn't seem to care even if there was.
I'm in agreement with you, but we need to collect ourselves first.
Look, just be careful with No Dorm. He's a coward. He's a kobold in human skin.
Strong words.
Yeah, well, the bastard and I never got along. And then Vale's just gonna walk off.
Where you staying so we can find you?
In the Vale House Embassy, where people come to talk to whoever runs the land. You'll know it. It's got the big V on the shield above the door.
What's the name of this guy again?
Ulfric Vale.
Yep.
Spelt. Like thus. Yeah, he walks off.
Let's go get changed.
Yes, an interesting start.
I'm just gonna head to the back and just meditate for a bit.
Okay. So you guys, walk into his thing.
Knock first.
Yeah, of course, knock.
You know.
Our DM's been kidnapped.
Knocks continuously for several minutes, just keeps going.
Finally opens. What do you want?
Okay.
Oh, it's you lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get
I,
in.
I was gonna go hunting. Can I change my clothes real quick? We just got new clothes. It's a lot warmer than the rags I was wearing.
You're going hunting. This ain't even in hunting season. Try your luck. I don't care.
I'll bring you back what we get. I'm pretty good at it.
Much appreciated.
Fairly skilled at tracking myself.
And he closes the door behind you all. So how was your town work?
Well, Edgar
Good enough.
seems a interesting older dwarf, but still an honest one.
He's a bit of a weirdo, in my opinion.
I'd have to agree.
But that's what happens.
Yes, it's very obvious business has gone straight to his head.
After the goblins take 60%, he just sort of stinges to every penny.
Understandable. Well, I know it's not my place to ask, but the altercation with the man just leaving?
With Ulfric?
Yes.
Yeah, just Al and I having a bit of fun, the usual.
You fight off.
That's a bit of an understatement. Him and I don't see eye to eye. But we have a business agreement. We both know what's good for the town and we do it. Sometimes that conflicts.
That's understandable. Mayors and nobles being separate.
What do you want
Exactly.
for this town?
What do I want? Let me show you something. And he gets you all to... He starts walking up the stairs and then down the hall a bit, and you see like the 3 doors on the left-hand side, and you go, "This is where you'll be sleeping." Then there are 2 doors on the right-hand side, and like the first one is just like, "Oh, it's the master bedroom." And then this, and he opens the door to a nice pink-colored room with a soft bed and some woven dolls on a cabinet.
Hmm.
If I was really to get what I wanted, I'd get my daughter back.
Where is she?
Blood court, probably.
The goblins took her. I haven't seen her in 4 days.
Hmm.
Did she go out on a curfew?
No. I did. But once goblins walk into your house, you can't really say no. I went out because I was angry. Goblins had taxed the last person I wanted them to tax, so Ulfric and I went out. We had a bit of a fun hunt. Picked off some goblins, pissed them off. So they fought back. They tried to find us, they hunted us, and thus they started the raid on the city. Once they raided the town, they instructed a curfew. I didn't like that, so I just ignored it. Just did my own thing. And the goblins found out. Next morning, before I knew it, I was out in the backyard, cleaning up, getting rid of some of the hay on the ground. They stormed in. Gretch couldn't do anything. She's just a gnome. She can't defend against nothing. They came in. They grabbed her. And they took her out, and I haven't seen her since. She could be dead for all I know.
Are you and Gretchen all right? Emotionally.
I'm fine. I don't know about Gretch, but I'm sure she'll power through it. She's a strong woman.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you afraid
Afraid of what?
what they might have done to her? If she's still alive.
Let's not say afraid. I prefer the term angry.
Stupid.
What are you doing?
I realize I made a mistake, but that hasn't affected Alfred. He's still on the goddamn campaign to fight back, but he don't realize how powerful they are.
And you do?
Yeah. I'm the only one who've walked into that blood court and come out alive. There are 2 outcomes that can happen in that court. Death or exile. You're just left to the snow to die.
Can't you just burn it during a meeting, and then
Oh,
whoever
no.
comes out,
The
shoot
Dark
him to
Knight
the ground?
returns.
Well, I was only in there because I was made to sit in and watch my dog. But I couldn't sit in there long enough. I got too angry, started yelling. So they threw me out and gave me a few bruises, a few cuts, and he rolls up his sleeve and you can see just slashes and just scars all up his arm. They whipped me a few times. Well, look, let's not talk about this depressing issue while you're just gotten into town. And he closes the door and relocks it and starts to walk back down into the main kitchen area.
Poor bastard.
Indeed.
Change of plans. Let's get changed. I want to go talk to Vale.
I'll be joining you for that.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna need some time alone for a bit.
Count me in.
All right, and that's where we'll leave off.
Sounds good.
Damn.
The plot hook has been deployed. And yes, I think I heard someone say Dark Knight Rises up in here when I was saying for the Blood Court. Exactly what I ripped it from. I watched the movie. I watched the movie with my girlfriend like a few days, like well, actually no, it was probably like a week and a half ago, and I was just like, "That's a great idea." So yeah, I did.
10 out of 10.
Next, you're gonna do the Court of Owls.
God damn it. That's
That's
a
what
good
I
one.
did. I did Court of
So
Owls.
Owls is gonna be pigeons. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Quarter pigeon.
Yeah. The Court of Pelicans.
That's the coast. Pigeon is for the city.
Uh,
The
But,
Court of Moles.
there's our there's our session.
Where the
Cool.
box is worth the XP.
Fun enough, you completing a task did give you XP, but again, I'm just tracking it because I think I'll milestone it. I'm just sort of like looking at into relatives.
Are we still level 1?
We are.
Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Is that a Final Fantasy fanfare right here? A level?
You are currently level 1, but I can't say that you getting an additional long rest is going to change that.
Right.
Because level ups do only enact after a long rest.
It is true.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry.
But yes, everyone, you should prepare your second levels in D&D. Because yes, the next time you have a long rest, you'll be level 2.
Cool.
I will just roll.
I'll just go and just level up that because my base character sheet's already normal, so whatever. Roll my HP.
Oh, yes. Max. I rolled max.
Ha!
Nice.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
also a good roll.
Good rolls. The first
I
time
just-
I've rolled max.
So you guys are all just getting hardened from like the. She had to waft through in
Yeah.
the first 2
Wow.
sessions.
That's a
You,
beautiful just 20 HP.
Cue the nat one.
It's actually pretty good. I mean, I said pretty good. It's actually very good for a wizard to get 4s.
Well, I'm out of single digits whenever the level applies.
I'm gonna post something that you may have seen if you were looking at me.
Oh, max again. That's 3 people with max.
How's that for hit dice?
It really has hardened you up. Like all of you guys so far, everyone.
I can prepare one more spell.
Yeah, brother.
Watch out.
You know what else you get at second level?
Yeah, I already know. The main feature I actually wanted to level up for. Then I'll stop complaining.
When do you get your circle? Third level? Second.
Second level.
Second. Yeah.
I get the amazing wild shape at second level.
Let me
I get my spell scroll.
let me know what creatures you want. By the way.
I'm in. Yeah, I'll go and I have somebody had like a complete list of creatures, and I'll be sure to choose ones that are reasonable and not like I want like the small dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean, you can just send me like a list of all those creatures, and I'll tell you which ones you would have seen and which ones you wouldn't have. What else was it? Oh yeah. Other thing as well is in this campaign is going to be added, but not at the moment. Going to be 4 subclasses. The one thing that they all do have in common is that they all have proficiency with firearms, but that's not what all their sticks are about. So there'll be the gunslinger fighter, which is basically going to be critical roles gunslinger fighter, but it's not going to be critical roles gunslinger fighter. Like basically, I'm going to change things and have it as a homebrew subclass as opposed to the critical role gunslinger, just because the DMG actually has firearm rules, but because Matt Mercer's gunslinger was released prior to the DMG being released, those rules, are obviously different. So I'll have a tinker and an edit with that. There will also be the city domain cleric, which is basically just a cop. You get proficiency with firearms. Your level 17 ability is you can teleport anywhere within a city's bounds.
So good. When they're in the city.
The channel divinity is their channel divinity is that you get advantage on like charisma rolls. No, you get advantage and proficiency with charisma rolls. I think that's channel divinity. No. That's their level 1 ability. Their channel divinity is you can cause something random to occur within the city that would make someone become make someone restrained or prone. So you can basically like use your channel divinity and then like bam, a cart runs into someone and it makes them prone. What else? The Magnomancy Wizard as well, which is like they like to mess around with mechanical objects, that kind of stuff. They get triggered spell, which allows them to put a spell within a mechanical object, and all of this stuff is Unearthed Arcana as well. And then there's Ghost in the Machine Warlock, which is you as a warlock made a pact with a construct, because I was mad at the fact that you can make a pact with everything else but a construct.
Mm.
Huh.
And I'll have those in D&D Beyond. Obviously you can't use them currently, but let's say you have a change of heart and character at some point within the campaign, or even if even if you're multi-class for some reason. Yeah, I'll get those. Get those done and put in and everything.
Cool.
Oh my god, that's a thing.
What's the thing?
I'm just looking through the list of animals.
Oh yeah.
It gave me a really big memory flashback to a really old D&D game I was in where I memed on the GM for like days afterwards when he had like a bunch of dire badgers attack us. Because it was so funny. Just the phrase, you see 3 large badgers running towards you is so great.
3 blood-curdling badgers.
I'm going to include this last one on the list of things, but I'm definitely not believing that you'll let me. I'm still putting it on there, though.
Yeah. I don't think you can actually have that last one.
Yeah, you can. I think. Look.
It has a swim speed, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah, no. It'd be 2 more levels for that last one. And I mean, I'd also obviously have to see it, so.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to be that one. You could be the regular version. I reckon you would have seen one of those.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, no. I don't think your character's been to the coast ever. So.
Yeah, I mean, unless my city lived near the coast.
None of us have armor, right?
Correct. No one has armor at the minute.
I forgot to ask about armor. Whatever. Not usually.
That's future Callian's problem.
Yes. Of course, I can just get Armor of Shadows now. Fine. The thing I posted is a tattoo on my right arm.
Yee.
Except it's all black.
Does it like go all the way around the arm with the black stripes?
It's just on his forearm.
With the black stripery.
I took the front half from Fairy Tale. I saw it like gray half, and I'm like, oh, that looks cool. I'll take that part. And I just the rest.
I assume the rest of those forms are pretty reasonable. Like they aren't even that bad.
This is gonna be so loud. Please don't be loud, ukulele. Please don't be loud. Oh wait, you're not that loud.
Wait, what is this creature? What is a steeder? Oh. That's
So
fucking
should I
creepy.
expect to just like? Is there something like, special that I have to look for to actually remake a spellbook in a focus? Because without a spellbook, I am quite gimped until I can learn one. Because I can't get new spells until I find a new.
Spellbook, you just need a book and inks.
I thought it was like you need magical paper, magical books, magical ink.
Not that I was aware of. I believe a spellbook was
That's the
just
entire,
a.
the entire
No,
thing.
I
Is
thought
like,
it was.
you need
I
to-
thought it was the book is just a regular book. It's the inks that need to be costly.
Well, then I still need.
I mean, the base
Magic
spell
ink.
book is still really expensive. Like, it implies that
so-
there's something more.
Yeah. So without that, I'm completely gimped until I can find a new one.
You can make one. Like you definitely will be able to make one. That's
Well, with
That's-
no
that's
money
not
and that I'm not sure. So
That's the problem with the wizard. You gotta be freaking rich.
now the problem with the
fine.
wizard is that right now the last minute thing with you can't even find your equipment to recover it kind of gimped my whole thing for him.
Yeah, you're a college graduate without a job opening, basically. You're gonna put yourself into crippling debt.
At this point, I might as well make level 2 a warlock so I can make a deal with someone to get some magic back. Either way, I'm out.
Peace.
peace.